a world of roles, positions, achievements, awards, relationships, and of course, so much everything about this physical body. Our energies are so focused on all of those that is visible to this eye, on all of those whom the world talks about and appreciates, that we forget to even connect or even remember, who am I? And the forgetting is to such an extent that we start calling this body, this role, position, nationality, religion, caste. We start calling all of that I. I am a. We can put our nationality there, our religion there, our caste there, our role there, our position there, our profession there. I am a. And there are so many I am the, I am a, that who I really am is forgotten. And that is why every time we go to the temple, we apply a tilak. Many of us apply a tilak almost on a daily basis. And many of the sisters apply a bindi exactly there where we apply a tilak. So this was all done to remind ourselves that everything visible to the eye is very, very important, but it is mine. It is mine. When you look at your body in the mirror while you're getting ready in the morning, our thought is, how am I looking today? Right? Is that right? Do we create this thought? How am I looking today? Acha. And then after you finish looking at yourself in the mirror and you go out for your morning walk and just jogging or running, you twist the foot. Do you say then that the foot is spinning? A few minutes back we looked in the mirror and we said, how am I looking today? And how am I was from head to toe, right? From head to toe we said, how am I looking today? But a few minutes later, twisted the foot, we say, my foot. We don't say, the foot is hurting. Come back for breakfast, chopping salad for breakfast, cut the finger. When you cut the finger, is it my finger or I the finger? It sounds silly question, no? What is this? What are we talking about? Obviously it's mine. It is so obvious it is mine. And yet throughout the day we never look at it as mine. We're like, I am a doctor. I am a jurist. I am a business leader. Is it I or is it my profession? Is it I or is my profession? Sure? I am the husband, I am the wife, I am the brother, I am the child. Is it I or is it my relationship? I am an American, I am an Indian. Is it I or is it my nationality? Sure? I am a Hindu, I am a Muslim, I am a Christian. My religion. I am a Gujarati, I am a Sindhi, I am a Punjabi. I or my? You see how many things we've called I. I am a soul. Ever thought about that? Ever thought about that? Do we live life with that awareness and consciousness that I am a soul? Yes or no? Just visualize 1 second. If you meet another person and you're talking to someone with this consciousness, I'm a soul talking to another soul, what's going to drop? I'm a soul meeting another soul. I'm a soul talking to another soul. What will drop? Just close your eyes 30 seconds. Little exercise till they take care of what they want to manage. Little exercise. Sit into your car and drive to Global Mall. And when you're entering the main door, there is someone there smiling at you. The one who takes care of the mall, to guide you, to help you. Go one floor up and you meet a brother who's the manager of the mall. Again, they're very nice to you, very polite to you. And then go 2 floors up and there's brother, the owner of the mall. In 3 minutes, 3 people. The caretaker, the manager, the owner. In 3 minutes, I meet 3 people. Am I the same with all 3? Am I the same with all 3? One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Am I the same with all 3? Which one out of those 3 is my original nature? 1, 2, or 3? Which is my true nature? 1, 2, or 3? Okay, let's take opinion poll. 1, 2, 3. What happened to everyone else? 1, 2, or 3? Which one is my real nature out of the 1, 2, 3? We have more than 3 options actually. Yeah, that's one more option. It's 1, 2, 3, all none. Why did we change 3 times? Why did we change 3 times? Even if it was just a subtle change in my way of thinking, in my way of perceiving, in my way of interacting with people. Who was I interacting with? Was I interacting with the person or with the role and position? Role and position. And because in 3 minutes, 3 roles and positions, that brought out 3 different me in my nature and behavior and personality. With one, I am superior to them. With the other, I am. So if you just look at it throughout the day, you're always interacting either with a role, or with a position, or with a relationship, or with an age. I am elder to you. Who is elder to me? Who is elder to me? Who is younger to me? It's like if my sari is 5 years old and your sari is 2 years old and I say, I am elder to you. It's that way, Nina. My costume, full regard for the age of the costume. But to understand that younger and older is only the costume. You meet a child, you will say kid, 5-year-old kid. Who is 5-year-old? The costume. What about the soul? How old? How old? Many years old. So who's elder? The one in the 50-year-old costume or the one in the 5-year-old costume? You see how many things are going to change? How old are you, sister? 40. What is 40 years old? This costume. Very good. So you're not 40 years old. So how old are you? How old are you? And that's why never shy about giving your age, because it's not your age, it's just the age of the costume that you're wearing. We make such a big thing about, I'm not going to tell my age, it's rude to ask my age. In fact, if anybody asks you how old are you, you say ageless, eternal, timeless. It's the truth. It's the truth. But we never thought of that. We just thought, this is I, this. And so we know the word soul, we know the word Atma, we know the word consciousness, the energy, the spirit, but we are not living through that consciousness. We are living through body consciousness, age consciousness, role, relationship, position consciousness. And that is what creates ego. And that is what creates ego. And when we create ego, then comes the whole long list of lust, greed, jealousy, anger, and everything. And now if we want to finish all these negative emotional habits or sanskars that we have created, it's not possible to work on each one of them. In the next 20-25 days, we will have Dasara. Visualize that Ravan. 10 heads. And what do we listen to and study in the Ramayana? That once the arrow was hit to one head, the head would fall, and after some time, the head back there again. Then the arrow to the other head this side, head falls. After some time, the arrow on the head again. And then what was taught? Where do we have to hit the arrow? Just one point. It's that one point where Ravan will be dead. One point. So those 10 heads are our 10 vices. Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar. Lust, anger, greed, ego, attachment. Attachment. Nafrat, dukh, alasya, ninda, irsha. 10 heads. Hatred, pain, hurt, criticism, jealousy, laziness. Laziness not about I don't feel like waking up in the morning, not that laziness. The laziness to work on the self, that laziness. Just living life the way it's going on, चल रहा है, ठीक है, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, आत्मा है, शरीर है, काम तो वही करना है. Just going on the same way. So that laziness, that inertia to want to work on that self. So if we try and work on one of these vices, एक सर गिरता है, थोड़े दिन के बाद that anger is back. So we have to hit at that one point. And that one point is practice of I am a soul. And every time I practice that and I practice that and I meditate on that and then I practice that in action and I look at others with that consciousness, then when ego consciousness starts dropping, the other vices will automatically stop dropping. It's like I'm ill here, it's hurting here, today I have a viral, tomorrow I have a jaundice. It's just low emotional immunity, low physical immunity. So build immunity, everything else will start getting healed. You can't keep working on one illness after the other. So how many of us know, मैं आत्मा हूँ, I am a soul? How many of us know? No, we always knew, but from today we are going to start living it. Go back to that 3-minute meeting 3 people. Again enter into global mall. 1, 2, 3. Meet 3 people with the consciousness, I'm a soul meeting another soul. I'm a soul meeting another soul. Would that make any difference in your meeting 3 people? What would the difference be? Equal. Equal. मैं आत्मा, आप आत्मा, सेम, equal. कोई ऊपर नहीं, कोई नीचे नहीं, कोई छोटा नहीं, कोई बड़ा नहीं. Equality. Everything else creates a difference, whether it's nationality, whether it's religion, whether it's caste, whether it's position, even whether it's gender. Gender भी किसका है? Male, female? Male, female is not the person. Male, female, it's like I'm wearing a sari, you're wearing a salwar kameez. We are different. No? That is just the dress. That is just the dress. But when I, the soul, take that particular dress, society starts conditioning me. You're a girl, you're a boy, you're a girl, you're a boy. And so that conditioning creates certain sanskars in me. Now, today, I may be in the body of a girl, and it could be that I, the soul, previously was in the body of a boy, and next time I can be a man. So I have all the sanskars. So all these differences that we have created, this is becoming the reason for all the issues in the world. And this is also becoming the reason for all the everything that is depleting the world. Look at any issue on the planet, it is coming from those 5 vices: Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar. So we cannot solve our issues, and we cannot heal the world, and we cannot create a beautiful new world unless we address these 5: Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar. And how do we address that 5? Just start practicing. I'm a soul meeting another soul. I'm a soul. And then your behavior, your thought process, your consciousness, meeting with everybody will be the same. You will not have to change 3 times. Life will become so simple. You don't have to talk to the person looking at which car they have driven in. You don't have to talk to the person depending on what's written in their visiting card. You don't have to talk to the person looking at the size of the home they live in. That's just an achievement. Very important, but just an achievement. So respect for the soul, regard for everything outside. Respect for the soul, regard for all the outer achievements, whether it's education, whether it's talent, whether it's skill, whether it's age of the body. Regard for the elders, but respect also for the children. Respect is not going to change based on the age of the body. Regard. An elder comes in, I will get up and I will give my chair. That is regard. I will open the door. That is regard. But respect, my vibration, my consciousness, my thought process, same purity. So can we start this experiment today? Can we start this experiment today? I am a soul meeting another soul. Even when you go back home and you meet your children, even if the body is this age, don't think a child there. I can talk to them anyhow. It's just the age of the costume. Who am I talking to? I'm talking to that wise old soul. And that's why when some soul is very profound and wise, we say, oh, they are an old soul. Not they are an old soul. Every soul is an old soul. Every soul is an old soul. Old soul means this is not I. I was on this journey before and before and before. Most important, when I remember I'm a soul, the way of living will change. Because who I am is where all my attention will be. If I am a soul, I also remember that 1 second and I will leave this costume. Will we? Will we leave this costume?
Yes.
Will we leave this costume?
Yes.
Certain?
Yes.
How certain? Absolute certain. When? After 90, 100? Not necessary. It can happen anytime. Now look at this. Clear. I am a soul, energy, and I can leave this costume anytime. It can happen this evening. And when I, the soul, leave this costume, everything that I worked for, does it go with me? No. So let's make a small list. What all is going to be left behind? 1. Money. Oh. That was the first thing we thought of. Okay. No, very important. All the wealth is going to be left behind. Wealth, gold, jewelry, everything comes in that. Family is left behind, which means people. So wealth, possession, factory, business, everything, all possessions left behind. People, family, friends, everybody left behind. Anything else?
Body. Your body is left behind. Body is not. Muscle body.
Body is also left behind. Okay. Anything else left behind? ठीक. Possession हो गया. Wealth, possession. हाँ? 1 minute. हाँ जी. Yeah. I don't leave the plane, I just leave the costume. So it's like you're sitting here and this energy just exits. This body is left behind. And then the rest of the family has to take care of what to do with the body. So in 1 second, everything around which my life revolved, everything that my life revolved around, whether it was this costume, whether it was people, whether it was my work, everything is very important, but I lose it in 1 second. So everything that's visible to the eye is left behind, and what's going with me? My karma and my sanskar. See, everything is so clear. But if this is clear, then while living, what would be priority? If this was so clear, then while living, not while leaving, but while living, what would be priority? I know that when I get up from here, this sofa is going to be left behind. Okay? So I'm going to use the sofa. I will take care of the sofa also. I will use it. I will take care of it. But I remember that this is not mine. I will use it, take care of it, but now suppose by any chance I start believing this sofa is mine, and then 1:30 I have to leave from here, and I start thinking this sofa is mine, then what will happen? Then two things will happen. Either I want to take the sofa with me, or I'm going to cry because the sofa is going to be left behind. दोनों में से एक तो होगा ही होगा. इधर ऐसे नहीं, ये तो मेरा है, तो मेरे साथ जाना चाहिए. Or I will live in pain, or I will just hold on to the sofa and not want to leave. दिखे ऐसे सीन where souls don't want to leave. Why they don't want to leave? I don't want to leave because I don't want to leave this and go, this is mine. ये मेरा है. So now, what do? I don't have to learn how to leave the sofa. I have to learn how to live with the sofa. I have to learn how to live with this. I'm here for 2 hours. I know I'm for 2 hours. I know this sofa is for me. For me to take care of it, for me to use it, for me to even enjoy it. For me to even enjoy it. But only one thing I have to take care. I have to remember this is temporary. This is temporary. What all is temporary? What all is temporary? Don't say everything. Repeatedly keep telling yourself what all is temporary. Sofa is temporary. Car is temporary. Phone is temporary. Role and position is temporary. People also are not going. Remind yourself every single day. But now, while using this sofa, the attachment that I create, if this sofa gets stained, the panic I create, if someone else tries to sit on my sofa, then don't even ask what I will do. And most important, if someone there gets a better sofa than me. Then I start believing they are better than me. I don't remember it as a detached thing. Their sofa is a little better than mine, so big deal. I say they are better than me. Whether that they was in a position, an achievement, a role, or wealth, or the size of the bungalow. And there started comparison, competition, jealousy, attachment, fear, even hatred, even lack of self worth. Even lack of self worth. And all this only because of my one consciousness. This sofa is mine. So now, just like we're going to sit and use this sofa and then leave, let's start living life that way. Can we do that? Yes? And when I remember that when I get up from this sofa, the only thing that goes with me is my karma and my sanskar in these 2 hours. That even if I want to leave some of them behind, I cannot do it. This, even if I want to take, I cannot take it. That, if I want to leave it behind also, I cannot leave it. So then, while using the sofa, my priority will be the sofa or my karma and sanskar. So taking care of the sofa but prioritizing karma and sanskar. So if this sofa gets stained, I will clean it, but I will not panic. If this sofa tears, I will take care of it, but I will not create fear. And if this sofa finishes, even then I will be stable. Because I know this is just temporary, but what I create here is permanent. Let's all say it together. Every second what I am creating here is permanent. Permanent. And every second means every thought, every intention, every word, every behavior, every feeling is permanent. And if I remember that, how would my way of living be? How would my way of living be? Just close your eyes for a minute. Reflect on the last week. Anything I created which I want to delete, which I don't want to take it forward with me. Anything created there? Yesterday, this morning, short-term checking is also fine. Any thought I created, any intention. More than our words and behaviors, we have to check the intention behind those words and behavior. कर्म से ज़्यादा कर्म के पीछे का भाव क्या था? भाव और भावना. Even seva, like sister was saying, service before the self. Seva is very important. But seva is not what we are doing. Seva is the intention behind what we are doing. So I may be doing seva, but if my intention is even in a subtle manner, what I am going to get in return for this seva, even subtle, not anything physical or materialistic. किसी ने बोला ही नहीं आपने अच्छा किया, किसी ने देखा भी नहीं हमने किया, फोटो खींची नहीं और फोटो डाली भी नहीं कहीं पर,